Hey y'all, long time no see. Today I just have a topic on my mind about married people who cheat and have the audacity to be controlling and jealous and really feel like they can tell you what to do. So, you know, you have situations where people do mess with married people. And I know at one point in my life I didn't want a relationship, but I wanted to basically have sex and sometimes have that companionship. But I didn't want the responsibility of a relationship and having to cater to that relationship and that person and nurture all that. I just wanted the good parts of the relationship. So I had the bright idea. Well, if I mess with this married dude, he can't bother me. I don't have to give him time. And I can still do me because my thinking was he got a whole family. He don't have time to be worried about what I'm doing every moment of every day, like if I had a regular man and it was just me and him. It might sound fucked up, but that was my thinking. And it was the total opposite. The total opposite. He was jealous. He was possessive. It was always, where was I going? Calling my phone 40 going north, to the point I was like, damn, where you get folk at? Like, where are your people? How do you have this much time to worry about what I'm doing and try to check me? It was like, it was worse than dating a single person. Because single people half-ass try to be like a little bit sneaky, and you be trying to do your thing, they be trying to do their thing. Nobody's trying to be in your space 24/7. But this situation, it was like, I might as well be in a relationship because you try to be with me all the time. You trying to check where I'm going. You're trying to check who I'm talking to. You're trying, like, I was in a relationship. I just want some. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. I just wanted some dick, and I just wanted to cuddle sometime. I didn't want you to spend the night. I didn't want to go hang out. I didn't want to go to the movie. I didn't want to do any of that. I just wanted to pick little things out of having a relationship that I wanted at that moment. But that shit was the worst. Married people think that you have to be on their time because, well, I got time right now because he or she ain't available. Okay, well, maybe I ain't got time. Maybe I want to go hang with my fucking friends or, whatever. But I mean, to the point where I couldn't even go out because he would pop up and be like, oh, this who you talking to? You got a whole entire family at the house. And you in the club fucking with me with somebody who's trying to talk to me, popping up at my house, like just doing shit, leaving notes at my house, like, oh, I came by here, blah, blah, blah. And ultimately, we fell out because me and my child's father decided to work it out. And I didn't have to tell him because, I didn't have to tell him that, hey, I'm having somebody move in. He popped up at my house. Neither one of us were there. He left me a note. I did get the note. But he was so used to being able to come to my house and nobody being there, he called my house phone. He never called my house phone. He called my house phone and he answered. They got into an altercation over the phone and he called me, cussed me out as if I was wrong. And we fell out because I tried to rekindle a relationship that I wanted to rekindle, and I guess he didn't want that. He wanted his cake and eat it too. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, those types of relationships are the worst. They're toxic, and this person becomes possessive to the point where you can't do anything. It's like you're if you're thinking like me, like, oh, this is gonna be fun and easy, and I could just, every now and then he's gonna come over. This, no, they are the worst. Just go get you a single dude. Half of them out there want the same thing as you want. They just want to hit it every now and then, and then we can't be too much like them because then it's going to be a problem. So don't be too much on the man side. Still stay, a little bit womanly. Act like you want them to stay the night, and all that extra when you really don't, because about 3 times in, and you being like, oh, okay, it's time for you to go. Then they're gonna be looking like, oh, you don't want to cuddle? Don't. I just want you to go back to your house. Or if you go to their house, oh, you don't want to stay? No, I'm gonna go sleep in my own bed. Wake up in my own bed. But yeah, my experience in dealing with someone who was attached to someone, it was worse than a single person, honestly. I wouldn't do it again because I felt like I had to account for myself when I really shouldn't have. I shouldn't be explaining myself to somebody else, man. I shouldn't be trying to make sure you're okay to somebody else's man. Like, we just doing this, and you come and you go and you on about your business. Ain't no texting all day, ain't no calling all day, ain't no everyday communication, but that's what it was, and that's not what I wanted. Yeah. But I'm not condoning that. I'm not saying that my reasoning was right. I mean, everybody, has their reasoning for doing different things. I don't know how many people are going to be honest about it, but I'm being honest about my reason for doing it. I didn't want the attachment. I'm not saying that people won't get hurt in a situation or anything like that. That was my reasoning. It doesn't make it right. I'm not trying to make an excuse. I'm just giving a reason as to why I decided to try to mess with someone who was married. And yeah, it didn't turn out to be okay. I could have just found me a single dude and probably been better off than messing with a married dude, because it became a whole entire situation. And you got folks catching feelings, and it's like, we're really not supposed to be doing this, and trying to figure out how, like, you popping up my house at 2:00 in the morning, staying until 5 and 6:00 in the morning. Like, why you not at the house? Why you not at home? So my advice is to just find you somebody to play with that's not attached. Don't take my advice in trying to find someone who's attached because you think that they're not going to be readily available all the time. The saying goes true. When people want to do something, they make time to do it. They're going to make time to do whatever it is that they're trying to do. So if they're trying to do you, they're going to make time to do you. No matter what's going on in their life, no matter how attached they are, whatever they're trying to do, they're going to do. So think twice about doing anything like that. Therefore, you won't be caught up in a situation and end up with somebody crazy like I did, and a situation end up really blowing up in your face because that person was truly attached. And I'm not going to say that I wasn't either, but I knew what it was at the end of the day. And it just turned out to be a horrible situation. And I wouldn't advise anyone to mess with anybody who is married, because it doesn't turn out to be a good situation, no matter what your logic is in your head. Because my logic sounded great, like, oh shit, he ain't gonna be able to bother me. I can still run the street. I can do it. Yeah, no, I wasn't. Yeah, not at all. But this is my 3rd video, and I'm still working on it. And I really appreciate the comments and the feedback on my videos. I try to make them as realistic as possible and life situations. You know, I'm only 38 years old, but I've been through a whole lot. And maybe, you know, somebody will come across my video and they will see, it'll be something that they've gone through in their life. You know, I've been, you know, in a marriage situation. I've been in an abusive relationship. I've moved all across the country for love. And, you know, here I am still trying to find love. And at this point in my life, I'm just living life and taking care of my children and letting love find me for once. And I think that that's going to be the better decision. Instead of me looking for love, let love find me. And maybe it'll be what it is that God wants me to have at the end of the day. So it's almost Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are enjoying your family and your friends and your loved ones, and have a great holiday. And I might check in with y'all and to show y'all that I could cook a little bit. But have a great holiday, and I hope that this helps someone. Thanks. Bye bye.